Over the last several weeks, I've been racking my brain trying to figure out which manga or manhwa has the MC who can use a dagger as his weapon. The manga shows how good is a dagger in a close fight when the MC fights with his opponent. This time, the question to answer is, what are the mangas and manhwas where the MC uses dagger as his main weapon? Your wishes has been granted. So, today we're bringing you answers which would probably increase your excitement. Also, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and like the video. Okay, let's begin. Number 10. Foreigner on the Periphery. This really is a fun and interesting manga to read. If you're looking for something or some kind of a manga where the MC uses knives or a dagger, then it's one of the best ones out there. Although we skip more than 800 years of the story, I find it quite interesting and I hope that the story gets better and better. Our MC doesn't want to work, like at all, but he doesn't have a choice, of course, and on Earth, where humans, elves, orcs, trolls, dragons, and alien immigrants live, it is an endless repetition of incidents. This is the story of a man that's hard to work in secrecy for 800 years, because he'll die if he doesn't work. This manga has been released, so there's not that much chapters to read from, of course. Anyway, you can give it a try. Number 9. World Apocalypse Online. World Apocalypse arrives. The game, which humans been playing, suddenly emerge on Earth. In despair, Gu Qing Chen succeeds in time traveling back in hope to change his destiny. Time flows, he found out the apocalypse is not what it seems to be. Overall, the manga is really good in my opinion. Also, I like the game Murin Type, a manga. Story fight scenes are pretty good, and it's really worth the read, to be honest. Number 8. Undefeated Ranker. I think this is one of the very few mangas that are this interesting. Yeah, you can be interesting, but this one? Pew! 32 years ago, Judgment Day, humans were driven to the brink of extinction by the sudden appearance of monsters. However, with the appearance of supernatural powers and the awakening of abilities, the battle went into its next phase. After a fierce battle, the lost lands were reclaimed, the surviving monsters formed dungeons all over the world and threatened humanity. In order to prevent a tragedy like this from happening again, Cans Inc. developed a virtual reality game called Lost City and began nurturing hunters. Ranker Jinso Kwon has never been defeated in the Lost City. He became a hunter for his sister Kwon Suha, and he conquers the dungeons with Apple, who appeared with his unique ability. Then, finally, he meets Kenneth, who has been looking for a long time. Yeah, he's been really looking for him for like a long time. Years, man, it's been years. And here's about the secrets hidden in the world. It's a really nice one, to be honest. Number 7. The Blade of Evolution, walking alone in the dungeon. A man awakened his healing ability, but this ability is trash. During a mission in an underground dungeon with his family and his team, all the members of his team except him were killed. This was due to the angry last priest who was released because of them. In this dungeon, he got a sword and upgraded his powers with that sword. What would that man do alone against all that? Solo leveling like manga worth reading if you have a hard time finding something good to read, and I recommend this. Number 6. The King of Bugs. One of my favorite mangas. It's really amazing and I'm really looking forward to what happens. The story and the art style and the characters are really amazing. A lot of these games, world type series with adventures, job, classes, and guilds or whatever, warps reality way too hard. Legit, every single human in these types of series seem to adapt to everything within a split second, and the world during these events can for some reason balance itself out in a chapter or two. Songgan is a down-and-out programmer at the bottom of the social chain. His daily work consists of fixing bugs for a game called New World. However, he secretly adds his own little Easter eggs in the game. Suddenly, the game somehow becomes a reality. He has to rely on his understanding of how the bugs in the game work and where the Easter eggs he had set up. Can Song successfully counterattack? Number 5. Solo Max Level Newbie. The concept is unique and the story is exciting. The manga has been released recently, so definitely a great read so far. Jin Hyuk, a gaming YouTuber, was the only one person who saw the ending of the game Tower of Trials. However, when the game's popularity declined, it became difficult for him to continue making a living as a gaming YouTuber. Since he already saw the ending of the game, he was about to quit every single thing about that game. Just completely quit playing. But that day, Tower of Trials became reality, and Jin Hyuk, who knew about every single thing in the game, took over everything faster than anyone possibly could. I'll show you what a true pro is like. So far so good. If this goes the way I think it might be, then the next top manga could be this one. Number 4. Kill the Hero. I enjoy the basis of this story, which is extremely similar to Solo Leveling. Kim Woo Jin was betrayed by the Master, Messiah Guild's hero that he trusted to save the world. Unfortunately, it was all just fake. After dying and going back again in the past, he has a new goal. He will hunt down this so-called hero. The art is really good and the plot is intense and will make you cynical. And the main character is someone you can truly enjoy. Taking the side of an antagonist in the story isn't really lacking in any way. The MC has such a cunning and systematic way of hunting. He has that ultimate goal and can actually see how he destroys everything down related to it. I can't wait to see what he'll do next. Number 3. Leveling with the Gods. This is definitely a must-read. It reads quite similar to Omniscient Reader and Second Life Ranker, but it has its own unique elements to it. The MC is an absolute badass and the action scenes are all extremely thrilling. He became stronger, faster than anyone else, but he lost. In the end, there was only despair for Kim Yoo-won. In his last moments, he was given another chance. Through the sacrifice of his comrade, his fate had not been sealed yet. Returning back to the past, he attempts to climb the tower again with his unmatched talent. To fight the ancient evils that threatens to destroy the tower, action-packed, entertaining, and has a great plot as so far. You should read this if you can, as highly as I can recommend it. Come on, guys, come on, you gotta read it! Number 2. Ranker Who Lives a Second Time. This manga is so good. If you didn't read this one, you're missing out on one of the best new release mangas out there. Yoon Woo's brother disappeared years ago, and he's devastated to learn of his death. As he copes with his loss, he's given a pocket watch and learns there's more to his brother's death. He was betrayed while competing at the Tower of the Sun God. Now it's Yoon Woo's return to use the knowledge his brother left behind. Can Yoon Woo navigate that world and gain enough power and experience to reach the top of the tower, defeating his brother's enemies and all those who stand in his way? Number 1. Solo Leveling. Oh, you guys have seen this one on the list many times, right? Alright, quick thing. If you guys have heard me say Solo Leveling on this channel before, on any list, please comment yes we have. Just write yes we have if you've seen any of our previous videos of We Love Anime where I mentioned Solo Leveling. Please do. I'll search the comments. Anyway, one of the best mangas of my life. The E-Class Hunter Jin Woo Song is the weakest of them all. Looked down on by everyone. He has no money, no abilities to speak of, and no other job prospects. So when his party finds a hidden dungeon, he's determined to use this chance to change his life for the better, but the opportunity he finds is a bit different from what he had in mind. This was one of the best and one of the first mangas that I'd read about the MC. You know, when they're dying and then they have like a cheat system in the next life. Anyway, I think the manga sometimes feels too rushed, but every time I read an episode, I always get hyped about reading it and see what happens. Anyway, so in all, it's a really good manga, and I really love this story. It's one of my favorites. You know what? Scratch that. It is my favorite one. This manga is outstanding, and for those who haven't read this one, then come on, this manga is like the Citizen Kane of mangas. So yeah, that's all for today, and I hope you all enjoy the video. Give this video a like, share it with your friends, and your family, of course, because they matter a lot, and also subscribe for more Top 10. Stay safe and take care. My name is Zeta Khan. That's Z-E-E-R-A-K-N Khan. And I am the voice of the voiceless. See you next time.